I'm going to clear something up about conspiracy theories once and for all, because I've had enough of people, anybody who questions anything that very, very rich people at the top do, or any government officials or whatever. Straight away, there's like a gang of people ready to say, conspiracy theorists, you don't believe what you're being told, you're a conspiracy theorist. Now, the thing is, you can't always believe what you're being told. This is just stupid. I mean, take Iraq, for instance. Am I a conspiracy theorist for questioning everything that the government does, or that that these rich people do, corporations? I don't think so. I think I'm more of a conspiracy analyst. So I'm doing the job of what would be, if a police officer went into a room, he wouldn't go, "Oh, I've heard this story 10 times on the telly, through the news, on the newspapers, so that's what happened here. That's what I'm going to believe." No, he wouldn't. He would go in there and he would find whoever's got a motive to do anything and look at every single scenario during that motive to try and find which one fits the best. Which one fits the best with what's being told, which makes the most sense. And that's what basically people are saying are conspiracy theorists. But people aren't. They're just analysing things. They're looking at things from a different angle than what they're actually being fed and told and bullied into every day. I mean, going back to Iraq, am I a conspiracy theorist for believing that our government are desperate to go into Syria to bring in their banking and take the oil? Or is somebody who believed that there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and actually, was quite happy for our country to go to war with Iraq based on something that turned out not to be true? Are they conspiracy theorists? Because I want to know this. Someone tell me. It really frustrates me at the moment, because now we haven't found a way to get into Syria, and now that we've been voted out, now all of a sudden it's gone from, Assad is gassing his own people, which we had no evidence of whatsoever. And now it's suddenly jumped onto, there's this group called ISIS. Oh, wow. So everybody now, all the people who just believe what they hear on the TV and on the radio and everything else, suddenly now everybody's behind this movement to bomb Syria, right? Or a lot of people are behind it. And my concern is that they suddenly say something that nobody can see. So they say there's this group of people and they're dressed in army clothes and they got AK-47s and they're going to come blow up the whole of America and all of England. Oh my God, we must go in and blow them up. Fucking wake up. Idiots. These people who believe all this and all their weapons of mass destruction, and then the government then goes on and creates more power for itself and more, and all these elites suddenly get the oil fields and the rebuild projects, and it's worth millions of pounds, and war's worth billions of pounds. It's just ridiculous, the money that's involved with this, and nobody wants to look at the money that's involved or the oil that's involved. They all just want to go down, I don't want to get blown up though. I might be walking through a shopping mall one day and it might blow up or something like that. Well, get real. When have we ever backed down to anything like this and let it change our lives? I mean, you look at England, at the IRA, the constant bomb threats. When I was a child, we were always going into shopping malls and then we were getting coded threats and then we all had to evacuate and go and stand away from the building or go somewhere else shopping. And we just did it. There's another bomb threat. So we walk out the store and we just go on and shop somewhere else. And that's how simple it is. Look at the Second World War. We just got on with our daily lives. We didn't let this affect us. Yet all of a sudden, this ISIS gets created and everybody's running around in a panic. Everybody's like, we must go in, we must bomb them. And all Muslims are going to get us. They're all going to kill us. We're all going to die. And they go on and they believe all this fear-mongering that's been done. In the meantime, all the elites and the rich people in the world and the powerful, they all go on and have a life of luxury and drain off this money from all these countries and make all the money out of the weapons manufacturing and blowing places up. And I think it's just disgusting. And it's about time that people stop calling other people conspiracy theorists, because it can easily be now, with evidence that comes out via the internet and other things, and just over time can be proved that perhaps they were more the conspiracy theorists than the ones they were calling conspiracy theorists. Question everything. Why should we just sit back and believe what these people are telling us? is a load of bollocks. And yet people, every day people go out and the first thing that gets said to anybody is, oh, a lovely day today, or when the weather, oh yeah, it's supposed to be coming in worse the weekend, the weather's on. Stop talking about weather. It's going to be there whether we're fucking here or not. Nothing we can do can change that. It's just one of those things. There's no such thing as we haven't got the time now to sit back and talk about the weather. Walk up to somebody and saying, why do you think we're going to war with Syria? Say something like that. Get a meaningful conversation on the go. Stop avoiding and hiding in your little rabbit holes and then typing on your keyboard and going, you're a conspiracy theorist. Actually start waking up and questioning everything that gets done instead of just believing what you hear 1,000 times a day on the media. Because I've personally reached my end, and I see all these wars going on. I see what they're happening for, and I see who's getting rich out of them. I mean, am I a conspiracy theorist to believe that let's take America for instance. The money that America has now, in total, the whole lot, in the trillions, has bailed out the banking system, is so much that they could have actually give every man, woman, and child $100,000. $100,000. Now you take America for instance. What would every person do with $100,000? Well, they pay most of their mortgages up. They would be free. They can grow veg in their gardens. Is that what's wanted? No, it's not. So what they do is they just hand it out to the rich elites to bail them out and keep everybody suppressed. And all these people are still on the government side and on these elite sides saying, oh yeah, but this way it's got to run. They're too scared of the change. Well, in a minute it's going to come and bite you in the ass, because this is all going to happen now where everything collapses anyway. And it's all going to happen through World War or whatever, and we actually got the brains and the capacity now to actually do something about it before it gets to that stage, and not let these people go on and not stop fighting their wars for them. Because this actually what happens when we divide and we start calling each other conspiracy theorists and start calling each other names. What's actually happening is we're doing the job for the government. They've set us up as little puppets through their news channels and that, and everybody's running around going, oh yeah, but I heard that on the news today. Stop believing the news. Stop it. Question it. Just let it sink in, then go somewhere else and find something else out and go somewhere else. You need to, it's time we woke up now, and it's time we stop believing in all this crap that goes around, because it's got to a critical stage, and I'm afraid that by the time people actually wake up and realise this, it'll be too late, because the people at the top will be way, way too powerful, and they'll have all the control in their hands, and that'll be it. It will be a matter of beating down your door if you disagree, and all this sort of rubbish. We can't get to this point. We need to move on now. Stop calling people conspiracy theorists, because that is going to be turned around on yourselves, basically, in the near future, just like Iraq. So keep going, as in try and focus on a point forward where you're talking to other people about what's actually happening, and look at it as if you were a police inspector going into a crime scene and looking for motives, reasons, analysing it, and come up with some sensible answers, and stop bloody labelling each other, because I've had enough. Anyway, bye.